Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? TT's here. Joe, Andy, Tommy J. I know I saw Robert too. ET, I think was the first one in. What does that say? Sir Lancelot? Am I reading that wrong? No, Sir Lancelot. Okay, how you doing? I don't think I've seen you before. Brock's here. Who did I meet? I said ET. I think I caught everybody. If I missed you, I'll catch you. But good morning, everyone. Or good morning from me. Let's see. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? Let's see. I guess I caught everybody. Okay. So yeah, everything's going good. I'm having some technical difficulties. You see with the green screen thing. So I was messing around that. That's why I was a little bit late. But the sound in the besides the little corners here is okay. I'm imagining it is. Maybe somebody can tell me. Let's see, the normal stuff. Health is good. I think I'm going to cut the health segment out each morning or each day or each time. Mark here? I didn't see Mark. Anyway, I'm getting easily distracted this morning. Yeah, I think I'll cut that out. I don't see any reason. I'll just say anything if I'm having any kind of problems. But went over to the house last night. Waited. I was over there all day yesterday. They poured the back corner, which I'm saying is the outdoor area that's going to be covered with a table, tiki area, kind of like Tony's type thing with the table and chairs and a barbecue, and then, like I said, hopefully a wood burning pizza oven. That it actually, once they poured it yesterday, they're moving out to the front because I'm adding a little bit more concrete out front. Excuse me. So they're doing that and the little Buddha area today, I believe. There's 4 of them or 5 of them there working. The it turned out 3 meters by almost 8 meters, and then it encompassed the stairs off of my balcony, off my room, whatever you want to call it there. I had cut it short, and then I'm going, that was kind of stupid. So I had them add that there. That way I could step right out into concrete and walk right out. And again, that's where the above ground, the temporary pool pond is going to be there. That'll cure probably Monday. I will have them come over to the house and take down the above ground pool that I had the tilapia in. It's in better shape than the old one, the original one that I've had them in for, I don't know, 2.5 years. It's been a long time. So we'll take that over there, have them set it up over there. I'll move some small filters, throw a couple of fish in it, and let it start maturing. I'll have a lot of filter media. None of the bacteria is going to die, so it should work out good. So they're working that. They did a great job on the concrete. It's about 4.5, 5 inches thick, steel in it, and they mixed it all by hand. And like I said, they did a great job, and that's the same the cousin that built the wall. Same guy. Hey, Mark. Okay, now I see you. But yeah, so that turned out good. Then the next thing that they'll do, the bank was supposed to come yesterday. I'm imagining they'll come today and then sign off on the last check or the last amount of money, and then we're done with them. Although I've been paying the full mortgage for 3 months now, but I won't pay the rent this month, and we're planning on moving. I think we pay the rent on the 4th or 5th or something like that, and we're going to be moving on the 8th or 9th. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. We'll just take it out in whatever difference the security or the last month or whatever it was that I paid. I don't even remember. I'm leaving that up to my wife. Hey, Joe. Thanks, Joe. I'll tell her. She'll love it. But it turned out it looks a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then, like I said, I'm going to put a cover over that area. I want the pond covered anyway for right now. But I'd gotten some good input from the guy that I was talking to, and I'm not going to remember his name off the top of my head, that did kind of the design and stuff, and sent me an email on the backyard. And I still have to send him. I'm going to send him some dimensions. I'll take all the input that I can get on anything. But he showed a shade type, not the shade cloth, but I forget the name of it. I'll get a picture of it, whatever it's going to be. I think over the pond, it's going to be that green shade cloth, and then over the pool, instead of making a hard roof, I might do this. It's like a flying tarp type thing. He said they have them a lot. I think he said in the UK or Australia or wherever he was from. I'm sorry, I don't remember everything that he said, but gave me a lot of good input on the backyard. And my wife's already got plans of where she's going to put all the roses and all that kind of stuff. So we'll start moving that stuff. Her dad's been, like I said, I was there pretty much all day. I came back about 2-3 o'clock or something. She came home at 5, and we loaded up the 3 little dogs and took them over to the house with us. Her dad's there at night, and made sure he was eating and stuff like that. So I guess what I'm saying is if there's somebody there all day working, whether it be for the pond or the plunge pool or whatever, and then at nighttime her dad's there. So if she wants to start transplanting her plants and doing that stuff, there'll be somebody there to take care of them. Okay, what am I missing? Let me get back in here. Sir Lancelot. Excellent. Lunch is noon at an undisclosed location. I think it's Mark, Tom, and Mitch. I think are going to lunch, if I'm not mistaken. What time at the Wombat? So I think lunch at the Wombat. I still haven't been there. I'm still looking forward to going there. Like I said, I drove by it when I was there. The week's way too short, but I think if I go back again, I'm probably going to go back by myself, and I'm not going to stay more than 3 or 4 days. There's Tom. Morning, Tom. UV proof. Yeah. They've got Chris. They've got the guy. God, I wish I could remember his name. Hopefully, maybe he drops in. Really nice guy. It was like almost I've seen them before. They're just like a pretty dense tarp. I mean, almost completely, shade UV, like you said. Restricted would be perfect. I don't know how it would act in the wind here or whatever, but I've seen them in I think more decorative type stuff than actually used. I guess it's both dual purpose, but they look good. It would be perfect for the pool instead of having all these hard covers, because I'm going to have a hard cover over that outside gathering area. I don't know I guess I'll call it a tiki room. I don't know. I don't know what else to call it, but looking out the back off the deck, I mean, it looks big. It's going to look like it's going to be plenty of room for maybe a little bar, definitely a big 4 or 6 person table, a couple of, chair or maybe up bench areas, and a barbecue and the pizza oven. Looks like it'll be good. Dave, are you taking the bike out soon? A short trip, if I recall. What was it? I don't know if I am or not, TT. I've got my Scoopy I've been putting off. I got back and it had a flat tire. So and that's the one that I usually ride around town. And I've got to get that fixed. But maybe I might. I want to take that. I want to do that camping one day trip, and maybe that's what you were talking about. And I'm hoping to do that. I've still got to get the money, 10, 15,000 baht together to buy the stuff that I need that I don't have. And right now, every dime is going into the house, so that might get pushed back a little bit. Okay, everybody's talking. What would Chris say? They breathe just enough not to get blown away. Get shade keeps. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm. The guy sent me a picture of one, and they've got to have something that, I mean, you can get pretty much anything you want here in Thailand. All you got to do is tell them what you want. Somebody will make it for you for a price, and they're usually a cheap price. But yeah, I think it'll be perfect for the pool. And like I said, I'll have so much. I think I'm going to build almost like a pergola. I would call it a pergola over the pond, some wood, and then drape that shade cloth over it, and then change the shade cloth every year, however long before it gets tears up. It's fairly cheap. Also, I bought when we moved from the two rental houses when they sold the one we were in. I had bought shade cloth for there that I was going to put up and didn't get to it. We had to move, and then when I moved over here, we put it underneath the carport, so I didn't need it. So I still got a big old piece of the shade cloth. I'll probably use that for temporary, or I was thinking if I've got enough time, I might put some steel supports and build a little steel structure for the roof that's going to go over that barbecue area, which will be the same PU type. Maybe not PU. I might just put regular corrugated roof on there or whatever, just to keep you from getting wet. But it is nice having that insulated stuff because you could actually sit there and conduct a conversation. Because like I had said before, I don't know if you've been underneath any kind of metal roof during a heavy downpour here in Thailand. You can't hear yourself talk at all. Let's see. I think they're just talking about, hey, Bodo, how you doing? And did anybody say was that Chris is here? Chris is the resident TI guys. Is the sound and the video acceptable? And the video on StreamYard is never going to be any better than the 720 or whatever it is, because you have to pay. I think I pay $30 or $30 a month, $25 a month now, and then they want like 50 or double it to get 1080 and a couple little perks. It's not worth it. I probably don't even need this, but I don't like the water stain or whatever they call it, the watermark of theirs always in the corner. But maybe if you could tell me, Chris, if you're still here, if the sound of this $15 microphone is all right. Sounds good in my ear, but I said hi to Andy, right? And we had talked to Mark last time. And like I said, after maybe about another 10, 15 minutes, I'll put up the link, and anybody that wants to come in, more than welcome to come in. Video is good. Okay, cool. As normal audio is fine. Cool. Yeah, like I said, this isn't any high dollar microphone, but it sounds great in my ear. I should listen back. Sometimes I don't watch. I mean, it's bad enough. I've had a hard enough time trying to watch myself right now than to watch the whole thing all over again. I know a lot of people do that. Hey, Trip, how you doing? Manscape for Dave, give him a little. Yeah, the backyard, I think I've got it designed out. I drew it again, and I figured up the price of what I think it's going to be. I was going to do the pool in block, but I think I'm going to do it in 6-inch concrete with rebar in it instead of the block, and we'll see how that works. And then I think I'm going to tile the whole thing. I was going to paint it and then just tile the upper part of it, trying to get away cheaper, but I don't know. I think I might just tile the whole damn thing. It'll last forever pretty much. If I paint it, I'm going to end up having to paint it, every couple of years or something. Not that that's a big deal, but. Oh, hey, Martin's here. Hi from Los Angeles, getting my stuff in order to retire to John TM. Very cool. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Just curious on people retiring here and what age they end up retiring. I got lucky. I got to retire at 50, so I know a lot of people don't, aren't that lucky. Like I say, I retire as soon as you can without shorting yourself. And I would, if I had it all over to do it all over again, I probably would have spent the 2 or 3 years with my cousin who had the Lou Gehrig's disease and helping him. But after that, I would have moved. We would have definitely taken our trip way earlier before my wife passed and got a few years in here in Thailand. Why you tripping? How you doing? But I'm just curious. I ask most people that I know that are retiring here what age. 54. Very good. Very good. Cool. In October. Yeah, my birthday's coming up in a few days. And I don't like birthdays anymore. I stopped liking birthdays when I turned 50, I think. 60 was a bummer. But 65 isn't going to be any joyous occasion, I don't think. I guess it should be. I mean, I didn't think I'd live past 35, maybe 40 max. So I got 40, 50, 60, 25 more years. Wow. I'm living the dream now. Hey David, how you doing? Yes, I am. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you? Seems like everybody's in a good mood and on the right track today. I know that they uh, Joe did a live stream, Foreigner Joe and Gift, of everybody eating last night, and boy, the trolls were on the loose last night. They were going ape shit, but it was fun. It was fun to watch them get kicked off. But happy pre-birthday! Thanks, Martin. Um, Dana and Jib to get Dana. Oh no, I didn't even know that. I haven't watched any of. Is Dana still doing live streams? I'm not getting notified, or he hasn't done any recently, which I find hard to believe. Okay, the fun for Dana and Jib to get Dana to shave on his birthday. When's his birthday? That'll never happen. You can't. You don't have enough money. This beard's been off 3, 4 times. Once from my first wife, and never seen me without a beard when we grew up together. I think I've told this story. Second one when I was 18, when I had my first surgery on my left knee. He goes, my left knee. They shaved it. And I left a set of what did they call them, mutton chops or something. And then when I went in to have my second surgery the next year on my right knee, I asked the anesthesiologist, "Can I just shave a little groove here so you can fit your mask on?" And he said, "Yeah, you can." And then the last time was 3 years ago or whatever it's been, 2 years ago when I was laying in that hospital. They shaved my beard while I was in the coma or whatever I was in. So it'll be a hard thing. Yes, yesterday. How did I miss it? I never got notified. Yeah, they are, Chris. But yeah. What did Mitch say? I'll be right back. I have a stateside phone. Okay, cool. Tell everybody I said hello. 30th of December. Okay. That's Dana's? Oh, my brother's is the 31st of December. My son's was the 11th of December. Mine's the 22nd of December. A lot of people in December. But yeah, I'll definitely when he does his next one. How do you donate to that, Chris? Does he have a link, or you got to go to his page, or let me know, or put something up, or whatever you want to do? I think I don't know. Are you a moderator? No, you're not. You want to be a moderator? I like to ask first because some people don't like it. If you want to be a moderator, let me know, Chris. I'll make you one on my phone right here. Shaving Dana. Yeah, that would be something to see. Hey, West Texas Greg, how you doing? My father's is the 31st. Yeah, a lot of people, man. Everybody said, it was a bummer. Jib was already out buying razors. Cool. Okay, cool, Chris. Let me do it right now. Okay. Uh, put up another comment. Let's see if we have a wrench. Um, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, there must have been the time we were born or something. I don't know. December. It just seems like a lot of people I know were born in December. But do you have to go to his page, and can you donate or whatever the thing is from his page, or how do you do it? Let everybody know, because I'll do it after I get done here. Let's see. Everybody's just kind of saying one. Can't wait to meet all the expats and join everyone in the lunch club. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Do you already have a place there, Martin, or you're gonna go look for a long term or a year lease? I mean, I think now's definitely the time. That's for sure. I mean, and Mitch can help you out too, because when he was searching, I mean, he was looking at 4 or 5 or 6 of them a day, damn near. And James is pretty on top of all that stuff, but you'll find. But I think now's the time. I think you can get really nice views and everything for the 10 to 12, 13,000 baht range, and stuff super nice for 20. And I want to say the 12 and 13,000 baht would be during normal times in the low 20s, and the real high end stuff in the high 20s. So I think now, at least to sink yourself into 6 months or a year, I would definitely suggest that. What did I miss here? Probably a lot. Let's see, Chris. Yeah, Chris, you got a wrench now. Either superhero, buy me a oh, okay. Read or buy me a coffee, etc. Okay, cool. And what he did just say, or they just know that everything that's coming in now is for his beard shaving thing. Oh, there it is. That's Dana's site right there, guys. If you want to, I don't know if you don't watch Dana or you don't know Dana's, him and his wife, good people. They have a nice little low key, same type, get up, talk about whatever, and channel. But good people. Oh, let's see. Anybody else have any questions? Whether has been since I'm doing like me. um, what did I miss? Why is Trip a happy girl, Brock? I think that John Tien is the place for me, but any place in Thailand is good. Have you been to Thailand a lot in the past, or? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, me and Mitch talked about it for a long time beforehand, and he seemed to, he'd been there since he was 17. God knows how many times, but the that area, especially when I was there, I kind of liked it, only because there was nobody there. Now when things get back to normal and there's 9 million people there, I don't know if I'd feel the same way or not. But from what I saw when I was over there, and the people that are there now, especially the little YouTube community we got going here, and with Mitch and Tom and Mark, and like you're saying, the lunch crowd type thing, a lot of good people there. So makes it a lot nicer to go someplace when you got a bunch of people that you like right there with you. Does Dave eat lobster? Yeah, every day if I could. um, so what was it? So I started to giggle, and Joe instigated the fun, and Jib jumped at it and made it official. Yeah, I'm sure that Dana's probably not real happy with it. Yeah, that's Tom. Do you know, or do you guys know of each other? Tom's got a channel too, Martin. Um, the Tom's a great guy, and he's always on the lunch. I think it's usually Tom, Mark, Mitch, and it used to be Kevin used to go all the time too from 30 and a Wake Up, but he's on his motorcycle tour now. So anywhere near a beach for me, you got me exactly, Andy. And I'm kind of met the woman of my dreams and am happier than shit with my life, except for I can't look out that window over there and see the ocean. That would be my ultimate. Let's see. I was in and out of Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Pattaya in January and February 2019. Can't wait. Cool. Yeah, I came in 2018 and stayed. So um, my stories are probably obviously a little different than yours, but I never been, and neither has my wife, to Chiang Mai. So we're going to be heading there probably next year after the house is done and we get done with all that crap. But thanks, Et. But yeah, I heard, I don't know, I heard it's a great place, especially really reasonable to live and stuff like that. The only thing is during the burn season, I guess it gets smoky and stuff like that. I guess people that live there, they take off during that month or two and travel Thailand and then come back. So, hey Douglas, how you doing? Good morning to you, sir. What does Greg say? Someplace not super crowded, not super. Yeah, that's the way I am. Fairly close to the month. There are areas though. If I've got so much different. Originally it was Kamala in Phuket. Then it was when I went and visited Joe in the Pachuap area. I like that too. Nice low key, but still close to stuff. But if you really want the nightlife and stuff like that, I would look over close to John Tiem, maybe where Tom is, Rayong, that area. You're far enough away to where it's nice and low key, but you're a 30-minute. I think Tom can verify it. 30 minutes, I think, on that new speedway over there, or 45 over to Pattaya, John TM area to do whatever you want. I think it's within a half hour. Tom will probably jump in and answer that for me. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Good morning to you. Ron says hi to everyone. But it wouldn't be such a bad area. I've been thinking about it too. I'm trying to figure if I do get a little chunk of money, I'd like to get one of the condos. If you look at Tom's old videos, he's got one of his condo, and the view is great. It's just what do you call it, a bachelor deal, just a one-room condo, but it'd be perfect for a little getaway, and they're reasonable right now. And it's about a 5-hour drive for me, 5.5-hour drive, so I could do it during the week when my wife's working and not feel as guilty as being away from her. What did I miss here? What did Doug say? Noon, and I live in okay, Providence. You are more than welcome to come base with us if you'd like. We're in the country, 100 clicks. Wow, okay. I got to get that area. The oldest daughter is driving me crazy, or not crazy. She wants to go. Her best friend moved there, so she wants to make a trip. And I had promised her. I told her that we would. So I'm hoping. Yeah, I know. There was a whole bunch of them, wasn't there? There was a bunch of people watching that live stream, and all of them. When Chuck goes on now, and when Chocolate Man goes on, everybody, a bunch of good people get together and they get them off quite quick. Let's see, did I miss anything else? I don't think so. Aaron said hi to Andy. Getting excited? Yeah, I'm sure he is. D&D, good. TT saying hi to Tom. ET Travel Philly, good morning. But hey, Tom, if you're probably just listening and working, but on the super highway there from Rayong to John Tiem Pattaya area, how long does it take to get there? It's like 30 minutes, right, or something. Wonder if I might find live art studio. Tom might know. Mitch might know. I don't. I don't. But I'm sure there's got to be something there. I would think. Let's see. Was this last night? Yeah, last night. Joe did I went there at the bar. No, this was last night, Greg, at a restaurant they all went to. It was a good one. It's long, too, 2.5 hours or something. Just them sitting around gabbing and everybody was getting a little tipsy. I think it was actually a real fun live stream to watch, that's for sure. Ron wants to know if Andy will drive. Hey, Al, how you doing? Good morning. Yeah, 30 minutes. So, it might be an area you might want to look at. And because, like I said, if you want to be in the middle of everything and around everybody, that especially is on this channel, and get in on the lunches, and we're going to have some meetups once we get everything going, probably every 4 months. What some people get here, start out with 5, 8 people, and who knows how big it'll get, and have a bunch of fun just for a couple of days. It'll be fun. But you might want to check that out. And it's nice. Some of the beaches and stuff and Tom really knows the area well too. And if you meet up with him when you get in that area for lunch, you'll be able to rap directly with him. He's asking what price range you're looking for, Martin. And I missed it. Drove 12 hours after 12-hour night shift and crashed for some. Yeah, I would hope so after that. I would imagine so. I would hope that you went to sleep. Got to make a call back to Australia. See you guys again soon. All right, have a good lunch, Mark. I'll catch you in a couple of days. Wish I was there. I gotta schedule another trip. Maybe I'll. It's definitely gonna have to be after the first of the year. New Year's would be the good time to go, but I think I'm gonna hang here. We're gonna be moving stuff. I know it, but I definitely want to get back there and meet up with everybody again. Maybe we'll do a small meetup between whoever's here. Then it's gonna be at least 6 or 7 people anyway, so it'll definitely be fun. All right, Mark, have a good one. And that's any good on you to drive Thailand, not me. Anyway, I don't know. When I took that long drive back on the bike, I kind of got screwed up on good old Google, and had to jump off into Bangkok, and not for long, maybe for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, trying to find my way back onto the 9, I think it was, or something. I didn't particularly like driving in that heavy of traffic. I mean, especially on the scooter, but in a car, I mean, like when we drove from Korat, and I followed Chuck all the way to Pachuap, and that was a long drive too. I think it was 8 hours, something like that. And watching him in the car and that kind of stuff, besides the traffic, the little bit that we hit, not actually due to too much to Bangkok traffic, but to construction traffic. It was a little bit of a pain sitting in traffic, but I'm kind of used to that because I was born and raised right outside of LA. So, I was used to sitting, and I was doing service, air conditioning, HVAC. So, I was on rush hour traffic all around all the time. That's what I hated the most, I think, about doing refrigeration. Come retire in Chumpan. TT's, yeah, not a bad area either. I went there. Well, obviously we went through there on the ride, but I went there with Mike's from Live My Ass Off. Only for one day. We were there for 3, I think, but he was doing his thing. I was just relaxing, and a nice area. Again, not too close to any kind of big time activities if that's what you're looking for. Occasionally, but definitely a gorgeous area, no doubt. February. Is it February? Live stream Pattaya early February. Try to get there. Okay, cool. I will definitely do that, Andy. And what did Greg say? PM, lots for sure. I made first hard drive, very windy. Let's see. Digital Nomad, I've been saving my pennies, and based on the video reviews of the available content, I'm in pretty good shape. Yeah, I now, like I said, there isn't. I don't think there's a better time to at least get in and get him. If it's for sure, you know where you want. I would try to. That you want to be here, and that's the area you want to be in. I would try to get something on maybe a 2 or 3 year, contract with somebody. They're not impossible to get out of. I hate to say that, but it would be good if you knew that you were going to. But I would at least get a year at that reduced rate because, like I say, the stuff you can get around the 12,000 baht range are just phenomenal with views and everything, in the areas that you would want to be in. And, that's going to jump up to the low 20s as soon as everything's done, So save you a little bit of money for a while. Let's see. Yeah, but that's okay. You're more than willing to plug anything of my buddy Mike's at any time, at any discretion. Always feel free, and Dana also. Yeah, you guys know you can as long as there aren't crap channels, we don't have a problem, and that isn't one. So I wish him all the best and all that stuff. He's a good guy. I'm glad he was living his dream, but it really wasn't a complete dream until Gracie got here and he got married. On my personal opinion, I'm sure he was still happy and stuff, but he could say all he wanted to. Oh, we do this all the time. We don't see each other for months and months and months. But I don't know. I read stuff a little deeper in him than that. He's a good man. I still haven't met her. I'm hoping that maybe the kids will be back at school when things get maybe semi back to normal and they start doing their Thai dance stuff, and we'll get over there and spend a weekend there. Maybe we'll meet up for lunch. I hope anyway. What did I miss here? Yeah, the Riviera is very nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of nice, depending on what you want, Like, it's really weird. Like, Kevin from 30 and a Wake Up, he'd just as soon have a very small, he's a Navy man, very small, bachelor type, one room condo. Where me, I'd like to have one or two bedrooms, especially now if it was just me and my wife. But the home now, the only thing, the one spare bedroom that I was going to use as a guest bedroom and my little YouTube area is now my mother-in-law and father-in-law's room. So, which makes me happy. So I don't care. I'll figure out something in our bedroom. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think everybody knows that, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't watch crap channels. I trust you, Chris. I trust you. And like I said, anything to do with Dana or Mike's, I got no problem whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, we started watching him. That was he made my day. I mean, when he would do his 3, 4, 5 hour freaking live streams, it gave me something to do because I was retired and it was before I even had met Nitnoy, my wife. So it definitely gave me something to do and break up the day. And now I understand him and Gracie are living the life and going on their extended 2-year honeymoon or whatever it is. So he doesn't get to do them as much as he wants to. I'm healthy. I have a decent amount of money saved. Life is short. I'm good. God bless you, Martin. That's me, man. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't do it now, if you can. Like I said, I don't want to see anybody come in. I thought I could live on $600. No, you can't really. Realistically, right now, you probably could, but you're going to eat, mama noodles and drink water and pretty much not come out of your room much. But it is possible. See, Sir Lancelot. Mr. Mitch is on his way there now. I'm waiting for Mark, and Thailand will be there. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm reading stuff all around me, phones and going on. I don't know. Like I said, it's my pretty much blanket statement that if you're not going to retire in your own country, at least come here for 6 months and give Thailand a try. And I say 6 months to a year because you get a better rate on the room. If you're, a little bit, even 3 months, you can get a break. But 6 months to a year, you get a pretty substantial reduction in price. And once you're here, unless you're just, I don't even understand what kind of person wouldn't like going swimming in the ocean on Christmas and New Year's and, 80, 90 degree weather. The humidity you get used to. It's a little bit rough, or can be, but if you know what you're coming to, and you know that that's there, I don't see what else you wouldn't like. The people are just phenomenal. I mean, they're always smiling. I haven't run into anybody that's just giving me dirty looks and turned around and ran. I don't know. I guess I'm just come to Thailand. I don't know. It's I can't think of any other place. I heard Vietnam. Like I said, Vietnam and me don't. I want to be in Thailand. Plus, I like the government here. May not be perfect, but it's a lot better than what they have over there. Sorry, Dave. The ping was me. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Thanks all you guys for the inspiration. I think I might. Let's see. Andy says, I think I might have to extend for another 30 days over there. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you did, Andy. I wouldn't blame you. I don't know, man. It's just, even being here in Surin, I mean, if you like Isan and, miles and miles of rice fields and not much mountain, area and stuff like that. And stuff is close. Like I said, I mean, 5.5, 6 hours to me is close, driving. So Rayong, Pattaya, going the other way, I mean, up where Chuck is, in Tat Phnom, that's 4.5, maybe, something like that. So 4.5, 5 hours to Udon, an hour and a half to Ubon. So there's a lot of places and things to see here, not as much as if you were over in the ocean or sea areas. But Phuket, I liked. People have a tendency to not, or say that they don't like Phuket. I don't know why. I think monetarily, I think money-wise is a bigger problem. Is stuff more expensive? Yes, definitely. Not a doubt. All right, it's been almost 42 minutes. Let me put up the... Ron probably wants to come on. Although if we were probably in John TM, we wouldn't even be on. We would be over going to lunch with Tom and Mitch and everybody. But there's Mitch. There's the link in case anybody wants to come on. And like I said before, anybody's welcome. They don't have to have the same opinion on things as me, as long as they're decent and don't get rude or crude. I got no problem. Let's see what TT has to say. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Hope the hogs like Tony's idea. Yeah, looks great to me, TT. I'm ready. I already told my wife. I told her it's going to be 7 to 10 days. And I've had a lot of people send me emails about trucking companies and stuff, different options from going, putting it in the mail or whatever. Cheaper and I guess better. Hey, Mr. Mitch, let's let him on.
Hey, let me center the camera. Hey, Dave.
Oh, there we
go.
Everybody,
how's it going?
You're at the Wombat?
I'm trying to be like professional. Not really. Can you hear me okay? What's all this chatter around here? Everybody talking.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Good. Yeah, I can hear you good. Can you hear us?
Give me a thumb, because I'm deaf. And I can't read the chat or anything, but I wanted to... wow, look at this view.
You see that? I got to go there. I want to get there. The Kiwi Bar. Cool.
Morning coffee. No, I don't need sunglasses. Thank you.
Did you see my thumbs up? We can hear you good.
I ran into here.
As it froze up.
You recognize this young lady?
Hello.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
You recognize me? I'm Sirin.
This is Sirin Tip.
Yeah, Sirin.
How are you?
I'm fine. Nice to see you, everybody.
Yes, nice to see you too. You're on a little vacation?
Hey, Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I wish I could see the comments. Maybe you can see the comments. Can you see the comments?
Is it a lighting problem?
No, it's just it won't show up on the screen. Right on.
Cool. So she's on vacation.
Sounds good. Thanks, Al. Joe. Yeah, small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No kidding. That's great. That's great.
What is this? It's on speakerphone. Where's the
Can you hear
speaker
me?
at?
I'll turn the volume up.
Yeah, no, just listen to it. Like I'm
It's got to
talking
be
on
a
the phone.
bummer. Mitch, it would drive
I
me
have to lean
crazy.
into
I
it.
don't know how
Sorry.
he does it, man.
My hands
I
aren't
don't know how.
wandering. My
I don't
no
know how he
wandering
does
hands, guys. I get all.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
the
just.
delay. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's okay.
that would absolutely suck. I'm glad I don't have any kind of hearing problems. It would definitely suck. Anything anybody wants to do? Where's
There's
Dirty Old
someone
Man?
else
He's not here.
out there also.
All right, who's that? Who is
There you
it?
go.
I can't see.
Okay, I'll just put it. There you go. That's way better than me.
Everybody. Just send me the picture on the picture. So my God, right. Me.
Yeah, yeah. If you're in the. Oh, that's okay. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Is that where everybody's meeting for lunch? Tom coming there? Mark's coming there?
Oh, that's okay. Just
They can't hear
look
me.
in the middle of it. What how long are you guys going to be here?
First week of 8-week visa. With potential to extend another 4 weeks.
Awesome.
According to Jeff, it wasn't going to come in, but it came in last week.
Potentially 12 weeks.
Yes, CT.
I
I
can
believe that
count.
she is.
Oh no, as Kevin Bacon would say in Apollo 13, I
But it's
can
kind of
add.
hard because Mitch can't hear a damn thing that we're saying. So it kind of sucks. But anyway.
Anyway, Dave, I can't hear a bloody thing. It's just me.
I cannot hear anything.
You know me.
Yeah.
I know.
So we're gonna head out. We're gonna have some coffee. Sounds like we're gonna go have lunch with Tom and Mark.
Cool.
The weekly lunch crew grows.
Cool. Good. Have
Right
fun. All right, brother.
Okay. See you guys. Thanks for letting us come on.
All right. Bye, Trip. Sawati krap. It's a bummer because he couldn't hear. Otherwise, it would have been probably kind of nice to ask Trip some questions. But they're definitely having a good time. Yeah, I think, like I said, a couple of the people that were asking here, I think John Tien or Pattaya right now, especially, is definitely an area I would check. If it was me, I'd probably be more down towards Rayong, Tom's area, and still 30 minutes from there, in case I wanted to meet up with everybody. And Mark's place is in Rayong also, and he just bought a house, and the house that he bought's in Rayong too. So he's going to be living in Rayong. So, and I still have that option maybe someday. They have TOT has places in every province throughout Thailand. So, if they, if there is a chance, I would have to move everybody. And trying to get my wife out of this new house. I mean, we sat over there for an hour last night because she didn't really want to leave. She wanted to stay. So Al's here. Let's say hi to Al. Hey, Al, how you doing?
Hey, everybody. I'm doing good. I had to run outside to grab my camera. Or not my camera, but my gimbal. So I'm pretty disappointed. I ended up missing getting to say hi to Thep.
Yeah. She looks like she's having a good time. All right, what are we making? Meatballs? What's on the agenda?
Sometime. Making sometime.
Okay.
Oh, you got a background this time there, Brock.
We got a green screen of some sort. Excuse me, guys. But
I'm going to move from being lazy
Robert.
in my bedroom to the living room.
All right.
My disaster area.
Need to travel free to loads of agents. Travel free to loads of agents. Some are useless or bankrupt. I wonder what you're talking about, Tom. But yeah, I don't know. If I don't know, it's kind of a touchy type deal. If we talked about it before, buying something, condos. As far as I know, there's ways. You'd have to talk to a really reputable attorney and somebody that knows a lot about, about property and stuff like that. There are ways that you can partially own stuff, but the only way that I really know and can say is there are ways that you can own a condo. The other ways I know you have to jump through hoops and do backflips, and you still, I don't think, end up owning it completely. In a condo, you can. My understanding, of course, check that also, but that's why I'm looking at that condo there. But it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to put it in my name anyway. If I do get a condo in Tom's complex, I'm going to put it in my wife's name anyway because it's going to go to her. Like I said before, anything that I pretty much put together and accrue here is going to go to my Thai family. Everything else is going to go to my family in the U.S. So, and they both should be fine. I don't see any reason not to. But Mr. Mitch, see you at the one. But okay, Tom's heading there. I think Mark's heading there too. Mark is going to line 5 minutes. Okay. He's going to go with you. Hey, Dowlow. Got that right out of the bat. Pretty good, huh? Huh? Dowlow? Good morning to you, sir. Or good afternoon. Okay. That's right. You're Australian. I know. I think I was a temporary Australian for a while. I don't know if they still want to give me that name or not. But I don't need an agent. Let's see. Don't need an agent. My partner in Thailand, 30 plus years. She knows. Yeah, well, cool. That's perfect then. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, mine was, if I was still single and I was still in Thailand, I wouldn't even probably think about buying anything. Maybe if the price was right and I met Tom and met everybody here on YouTube as it went that way, but didn't meet my wife, I might still think about, because they're so reasonable, the condo that Tom's in. But otherwise, I would just rent a top line 20,000, 25,000 baht place at John TM, or probably John TM or them. Because if I was still single, I would probably want to be closer, and I wouldn't go to Rayong. Maybe I would. I don't know. But that's what I would do. I would just rent. But I'm 65. I mean, what's the chances of me being alive in 15 or 20 years?
How far away is Rayong from Pattaya?
It's 30 minutes on there. They have a new high-speed freeway or one-shot road that you can't take a scooter on, my understanding, that runs from Rayong all the way in. It's either John TM or Pattaya. So it's like half hour, 45 minutes tops. You're in the middle of everything.
I have a friend who lives in Satahip. He says that's about 30 minutes away by bike.
Yeah, and that's, I think, between, if I'm guessing right, somebody can change Tom if he's still here. I think that's in between Rayong and John TM. I think it's in between those. It may be further than Rayong. I don't know, but Tom would know if he's still in. Jump in and tell me. But yeah, I heard that's a nice place also. It all depends on what you want to do. I mean, if you want to come here and chase women, then I'd probably be in downtown Pattaya. But if you're looking to relax a little bit, like I said, I'm done with all that. So I don't really, even if I was single, I still wouldn't be into the bar scene. I would still, hopefully I'd meet somebody that has a friend or something like Mitch is doing, a friend of a friend of a friend, works in the, the camera shop or works in the restaurant or whatever, and go about it that way, because that's what I was looking for, was more of a companion, someone to travel with, and ended up getting married and have a wife, and which I have no regrets for. No regrets. Let's see, did Tom answer? I didn't see it. Phuket is expensive, Dave. Very busy. Yeah, but even when I was in Kamala, right before I left, I ended up losing a little bit of money because I had just secured a 1-bedroom condo up on the side of the hill, a little peekaboo view of the ocean, but set way back in. It was all glass, really nice condo, and it was 18,000 a month, which to some people would be expensive. The house that I would coming from was a 1-bedroom house on somebody's property that they built, nice house, and everybody there told me I stole it because it was 10,000 baht a month, and that included my electricity and my internet and my water. So that was it, 10,000 baht. And in Phuket, I think that's unheard of. Maybe now you might be able to. But the 18,000 I thought was right in my, that's what I was looking for, something between 15 and 20. So 18 clicked all the boxes. It was, I really liked it there. If I wouldn't have met my wife, if I wouldn't have met my wife, I would have been dead. So I guess there's no saying I would have still been there, because I wouldn't have went to the hospital. I'd have sat in that room. I'd have smoked until I passed out, and they would have just came and got the body. Here, Tom says it's about 30 to 35 minutes from Bang Chang. It's the same. Okay. I've heard a bunch of good stuff about that, Al, that community. You know, like I said, it all depends what you're into, you know. If chasing women, and I got nothing, you know, people call them mongers, whatever they want to do, putting names on people doesn't really change anything. And putting somebody down for what they want to do doesn't change anything. Hell, if I was single and 35, like I said, I would have, if I would have found Thailand when I was 30 or 35 with all the drugs and alcohol and carousing I was doing, and found a place like Thailand, I would have been dead in 2 weeks. So again, they would have came and got my dead body. It would have been a fun 2 weeks, but you know, so I don't, you know, look down on anybody for anything. But if that's what you want, then, you know, go do it. It wasn't at 62 when I got here. It wasn't what I was looking for. You know, it's been 3 years now I've been in Thailand, and I hate to say it, but it seems it's going by awfully quick. So I wish it would just slow down a little bit. So I want it to last. Let's see. I've never been, and I want to go to Dalo. I love to go to the bars in Thailand if my wife lets me. Sadly, not going to happen. If I go, I probably will be over in Pattaya, and I will probably go with Mitch, and I probably try to talk Mark into going with his wife. Mitch bringing somebody, me taking my wife, hopefully meeting up with you, and you bringing your wife, because I've never seen it. I've seen it on YouTube, but I've never experienced the vibe of just, you know, being right there and everything going on in full bore, which will probably be a year from now, maybe a little longer. I don't know, but I want to experience it, and I never have. So.
Yeah, right now, from what I'm hearing, Tree Town is a place to be. Walking Street is still pretty much closed.
Yeah, I know I hear things. Because I know that and what is it, Nick NID TV, whatever it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. Brock's got them all down. He was saying the 16th. That I don't think that happened. So there's, you know, the government changes their mind on a whim, and that's just Thailand. I mean, you could go one day and get your visa one way, or you know, and go next day and it's totally different, or we don't offer that. I mean, it's just Thailand. It's just the way they are. You got to be in the right frame of mind coming here in the first place. But you know, they're going to get that stuff. It's probably going to be January 1st. I'm hoping that it happens before. They're talking about having some big party stuff and stuff for New Year's in the area. I hope they let them. I mean, these people are, and I'm not talking about just the foreigners that have places. I'm talking about the Thai people that are either renting them or they have their own bars or whatever the case may be. Those people they're starving, man. And you look at all the places that are closed down or for sale, and you know, and even if they were for foreigners, those places are probably owned by Thai people. So if they're empty and they walked out, the Thai people aren't getting any income either. So I don't know. I hope they do something. I feel bad for them all. Tree Town is, let's see what it is. And he says Tree Town looks good. Yeah, I think that John 555 goes there all the time. I think Mitch has been there a few times. And I think there's other Thailand vloggers that frequent Tree Town. But it looks like a good place to go. What's that, Mitch? I mean, Brooke?
James goes there to eat occasionally.
James did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a good place. We kind of got a place like that here in Surin. It's a little area that's got a cover over it, and There's some like potted plants and stuff around it, but just a bunch of vendors on each side and tables in the middle. But we've driven by there mainly at night the last few nights because we're going over there checking on her dad after she gets off work. And the place is pretty packed, man. They're a lot more than it was even 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. So things are getting better. Like I said, Surin's always been, I want to say at the lowest, it was 80% normal or maybe 75 at the absolute height of lockdown. There were still people out there roaming around the streets because I had just when they were the hard lockdown after the first deal, I had just gotten out of the hospital. I could, after being home for 2 weeks, I could get up on a walker and get to the truck, and we just drove around town. Never got out of the truck, but I needed to get out. I'd been in the hospital for 3 months and then pretty close to a month. So 4 months I hadn't basically seen the outside world except for the ambulance ride from the hospital to our house. So, but there was a lot of people driving around, not a lot, but there were people driving around still trying to get food, and 90% of the stuff was coming from Panda and Grab. But let's see.
Waiting for my laptop to finish updating so I can turn it on and read comments and have a picture. Right now, I have a choice on my phone. Read comments or have a picture. I don't get to do both.
Let's see what ET Dowlow says. ET agree. Prefer to spend my time with the wife, family, and friends. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I jones for what's behind me. A little, ocean stuff. I got that when we went on the bike trip, so I'm good for a couple, for a little while. And like I said, I'm hoping that my saving grace is going to be a place in Rayong overlooking the water that I can go to. I can leave early on a Monday morning and come back early on a Friday and spend Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday basically just relaxing and vegging and visiting with everybody. Do that twice a month would be once a month would be all right with me. My wife twice a month, she might start to complain a little bit. Plus, I'm sure I'd miss her. After like 3 days, I miss my wife. It's a weird thing. I never thought that I would be that attached to anybody again, and I sure am. And she don't like it either. She doesn't like me. She doesn't like me, being gone for as long as I was the last time. Plus, she likes to take care of me. She wants to make sure that I've eaten 25 times a day. And am I full? Am I full? Am I full? Did you take your medication? She just, the mothering factor in a Thai woman is phenomenal. But let's see here. But did I miss anything? If I missed something, put it back up again. Andy, you're coming in February. Is that what it was? I think he said February. Oh, Rog's getting mad at the dog. Not the dog's fault.
Yeah, it's the postman's just there. Hates the postman.
Yeah, I think all dogs hate postmen.
Yeah, you're getting a parcel or just the regular mail?
My son had a parcel delivered.
Okay. Because I was sitting there going, if you're still getting regular mail to your house, wow.
Oh yes, we still get regular mail.
Yeah, we have to walk to a little centralized location to get ours.
No, we're not that backwards here.
GottoLoveThailand, tell me we're coming up to Surin in a few weeks. Oh, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, Tom. By all means, let me know. Got to come by and check out the house. We ought to be in a few weeks, and we're probably still not going to be moved in, but it'll be good to see you. Let's see.
Yeah, this isn't being backwards, Brock. It's our wonderful system not wanting to pay an army of deliverers. So they put one person in a truck and say, okay, go and take like 75 people's mail here, drive another block and a half, drop off 75 pieces of mail here. And it's nothing to do with being being backwards. It's our government trying to cheap out on labor.
Well, yeah, we're doing that too. We're getting what's today? Friday. So we had 3 deliveries this week. We'll have 2 next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cutting back on the
Hey,
posties.
Chris.
Morning,
Good
Chris.
afternoon.
Hey
Or
guys.
whatever.
People are giving the weather account. Let's see. Dow Low says 31 in Melbourne. Chris says it's supposed to snow tomorrow. 16C. That's the way it's been. It's been 60. I don't know what the C is on it. Maybe somebody can punch it up real quick, but I think it's been 60, 62, 63 degrees here in the morning in Surin. Man, you guys are killing me with all the great Thailand stories. Yeah. If you don't want to hear good Thailand stories, it's probably not the place to be, Martin.
62
We like to have a
degrees
bunch
is
of
about
fun.
17 Celsius.
Yeah. And who's else? Somebody says 28 here. Nice breeze. That's it. Imagining that's in Rayong. That's a good temperature too.
-20
Nothing wrong with that.
where I am right now.
Dave, the shower in your suite is
better.
amazing. You know what else too? I made them raise the sink in my master bedroom. It comes up to about here on my wife. All the other sinks in the house are normal Thai height, but the one in my bathroom is more westernized height deal. It's a little high for her, but she'll
Okay,
manage.
we'll catch you later, Tom.
Tom
Don't forget
going.
to put the lipstick on.
All right. Yeah. You have a good time. We'll talk
Bye,
again.
Tom.
We'll do another one of
Mitch,
these in
Mitch likes a guy
a
with
couple
lipstick.
days. Robert Max in how to Dow Low. Yeah, I don't. And who is it? Chris said we'll be right back. I think I'm caught up on everything.
Can you hear me all right, Dave?
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I wasn't sure. This microphone's a bit dodgy. I haven't got my other setup running, so trusty old
No, it sounds
iPhone
good.
headset.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
So what's this deal with Dana shaving his head, or not shaving his head, shaving his beard?
Yeah, it turned into a bit of a giggle yesterday. He goes Wednesdays, I think 9 a.m. Thai time, about midday here. And I don't remember exactly how it all got started, but people started throwing donations to for him to shave his beard, and then Jib got in on it, and Joe got in on it, and then someone said if they get it's $1,000, and then someone said if we get to $500, they'll throw in the other 500. So now he's panicking.
I bet he is. Yeah, he's a good guy. I'm sure he's he's
lovely.
He seems like he seems like he's attached to his like I am. I mean, like I said, the first time that I shaved it off was I've had it since I was 14, and or remnants of one when I was 14. But when I married my first wife, who was a friend in high school and stuff, she had never seen me without a beard. So we went on our honeymoon on Lake Mead in a houseboat, and the first night or day we were there, once we got on the houseboat and out, I went ahead and shaved it off, which seemed to be a mistake because I was only married to her for 9 months. So that was a wasted cause. Plus, I should have known from the beginning because I get out on this big. If you don't know what Lake Mead is, it's a huge lake, located real close to Las Vegas, and we got out there. It was the winter time. We had got married and we took our honeymoon. It was it was really cold there. Not cold, but starting to get cold.
Yeah.
And we took off, and after the first day, we were there for 7 days, I think a week. The wind kicked up so bad. We were in the middle of a basin, which was like in the middle of the ocean with probably 4 to 6 foot swells, and the outdrive froze, and this thing was doing this, and we had no control over the thing, and we finally 2 hours later ran into some land, and on those boats they have 2 ropes off the front that you pound in the ground. I brought one and then wrapped the other one around the boat and drove the thing damn near into stone. And we sat there for 5 days, and they finally came, but there were gale force winds. They couldn't put a helicopter up. They knew that we were one of the only ones out on the lake. They knew that we were in some kind of trouble, but they couldn't get a helicopter up in the winds. So we waited. So I should have known when all this crap happened that maybe this marriage isn't going to last. But I found out 8 months later, 8.5 months later, that she was just drank too much. And I should have known that it wasn't going to work.
Yeah. Speaking of weather, you know, I've got a lot of friends in the Philippines. They got smashed last night.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah. Big typhoon went through, just getting slow messages through this morning. It's not good in a lot of places. It actually went south for a change, which is unusual.
Wow.
And
that's one place I want to get to. Have you been there, Chris?
I was, until my Filipino wife passed away, I spent a lot of time there. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, life, mate.
Yeah, no, life sucks. Life likes to throw them freaking shit at you at the most inopportune time, and usually in mass quantities. It's not just one thing; it's 8. You know, they try to knock the shit out of you. That's one place totally. I want to go. Yeah, that's one place I want to go. A lot of people say the infrastructure in there, but like I had said before, the Filipino guy that I hired to take care of my cousin that had the Lou Gehrig's disease after I couldn't do it anymore was amazing. And he said there are places there that'll blow you away. He said you don't have to go to all the tourist places, and you know he was willing to. I think I still have a way to get a hold of him. He was gonna hook me up with his family, show me around. So I've heard good things about the place.
Look, if you avoid Manila, the rest of it's fantastic. There's 1,100 islands and 700 of them are inhabited. So you've definitely got your choice of everything. And infrastructure is not real great in some areas, and it's fantastic in others. But
and they'll get it down. I heard they're improving mainly through Mike's, but Mike says they're improving. They're on the right path. They got a ways to go, but they're on the right path.
Absolutely.
And he knows. You guys know about that stuff. I know crap about him. I'm still trying to figure whether I should throw this computer in the trash. And you know what it was? The one that Mike has that I couldn't get, they were out of, have now come back up on Lazada for 21,200 baht. It's the 505 Asus, whatever it was, gaming computer. And I think Mike put another 8 meg of RAM in it. It comes with 8. But it comes with the Ryzen 7. But now they have the Ryzen 9. But if you get the Ryzen 9, they want twice as much money. They want 41,000 baht for the damn thing. So I don't know if I really need something like that. But I know this one I got was definitely the wrong one to buy.
Yeah,
but,
you always, with graphics processors, you stay 1 or 2 levels behind the latest and greatest, and you get a way better deal. And if all you're doing is YouTubing and stuff like that, and a little bit of editing, it's fine, absolutely fine.
Yeah, see, now even on this one has 8 megs of RAM, and what it is it's got the Ryzen 7, but it's got the lower one, not the one that's in like Mike's. And so I think the bones might be, or I'm going to give it to the person that works with my wife and have him add. Would it improve? Because what it is I try to do 4K, thing like slows down to a stop.
Yeah.
Will the RAM help that if I added
a little? Yeah, a little. Not
bit.
A huge amount. And it depends on. I don't want to get too technical, but it depends on how the processor is placed. In laptops, laptops are always a compromise.
Right.
And space and location and the GPU, the graphics processor, if it's kind of separated and it can talk fast to the computer and to the RAM, it'll work. But ultimately, if I edit all day for a living, and you basically, and you got to have.
I think he'll probably charge me peanuts. And to put 8 or 16 more RAM in might cost me 1,000 baht. Maybe it's worth a shot to have him put it in and see if because all I care about is the editing. It
Yeah.
does fine on this stuff. I'm still not the only thing that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm not a computer guy, not anything, but I've never bought a computer that just came on and went straight to Chinese Windows and didn't tell me put in your password and put in your email and set up your email. You know, like I'm used to Dell and stuff like that over the years, and the thing doesn't have a slot for a cat cable, so I can't even hardwire the damn thing in.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, so I think it's time to give this to the one daughter I've already gave the other one to. I think I'm going to do this. I'll talk to you maybe on Mike's live stream or something so I can get more input.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Make sure it's the same one that he has, and maybe just, you know, man up and pay the whole $700 for a computer, which I think is way cheaper than I could get in the States. But the thing I'm worried about. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it sounds like you don't want to be throwing too much money at what you've got at the moment. A couple of extra, like another 8 or 16 gig of RAM, whatever it'll hold, and see how it goes. Because RAM's fairly cheap, and if that doesn't do the job for you, just pass it down and move on up.
Yeah, I think I will, because like I said, every dime's been going into the house, but. The only thing that I've got to be semi concerned about is, like I said, Mike bought his from one of the superstores in one of the malls in Bangkok. Okay,
Right.
So before he left, they changed all the language and crap for him. If I buy this thing off of Lazada, because there's no real place in Surin to go to get a computer, or if so, I'll pay double of what I would pay from Lazada.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I guess I could take it, and if it comes that way, I could give it to somebody and say just how much to just make the thing right, and if they charge me 1,000 baht, who cares? But that's what I'm concerned about, because I remember Mike saying that they did a bunch of stuff on his before he left the store. So maybe when he does another live stream, I'll bring it up and, hey Ron, how you doing?
It's not overly difficult if you get it out of the box and it comes up, in a different language and stuff like that. It's not overly difficult because you haven't put anything on it to basically do a complete restart in English, US English, UK English, whatever you prefer. And everything pretty much settles in from there. It's only when you start to get programs on it, it gets mixed bits and pieces of, Chinese and whatever, and that it's hard work.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and like I said, I got
the initial language on the screen. If it starts in Chinese, it's very hard to find which button to press to get it.
You know what? The kids, it was Chinese and Thai. And so what I did was I called up one of the oldest daughter, and they just so happened to be here when I got the thing. And she got it far enough to where I could at least maneuver. And then the big man, I call him, the friend of my wife's, he actually came over on his time off and just sat at my desk and for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes and got it to work. But still, I'm getting, even in my freaking editing program, when it comes up to do some countdowns and stuff and times and stuff, it's in Thai. Half of it's in English, half of it's in Thai. So, I got to have somebody that knows. Yeah. I could probably take it to him and do it, but he said he would have to have my computer to do what he needed to do to get rid of all that crap.
That's right. Basically a restart, a refresh, and starting it off in English so everything's cleared out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I don't know how to do that crap, so I'm lost. But I wish that I knew. I wish I knew more. And luckily, I got people that are at least like you and Mike's, and Brock. Brock knows a lot about the stuff too. Who did I miss here? Chris said.
I only looked after several $1 million worth of flight simulators, so I'm conversant with computers.
Yeah, I just know nothing. I want it to be. I just don't. I don't. I'm just getting fairly decent at editing, and I'm still not really good. And to make it even slower just drives me insane. So hopefully, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I think I'm going to tell my wife I'm going to spend 22,000 baht. What is that? $700 now. And I'm going to get that same. I'll verify it with Mike, but I think I even have some emails from him when he first told me the model number and everything of it. But I'm almost positive it was a 505 something H. I'm pretty sure it was the same one. But
Yeah.
they have different processors, that Ryzen 7. Like this one's a 2700. I think the one that came with his was a 44 or 4800. And now they have a 56.9, Ryzen 9. So I don't know. And people said to get the Ryzen. Even the people at my wife's work said,
Good morning,
get
evening,
that.
Jake.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
Value for money, they're better. By all means, yeah. But you've got to pick the right one. You definitely want an SSD, which is a solid state hard drive to get the
It's got
data
a
on and off.
It's got a 500. This one has two 256s or something in it. It's weird.
Right.
I don't know how it works. I've got 2 hard drives, but they're SS or whatever.
Yeah, SSDs.
Yeah, SSDs. And the one that comes with that one's a 500. And then it's got some graphic. In fact, while we're talking, since people are talking at once, or you guys could talk, let me look and see if I can find the one. I'll show it to you. You guys can still hear me, right?
Sure. Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay. I'm just going to Lasada.
I don't have a button to mute you, Dave.
What's that? To mute me?
I don't have a button to mute you.
Yeah, we don't allow that on this channel. Let's see. Log in. Okay, can I log in? Oh,
I got to drop out for a couple of minutes because I got a new browser set up and I'm having all kinds of fun with passcodes and stuff like that. So I will be back in a couple minutes.
Good morning, Chuck.
Enjoy.
No time to be sad is in the house.
Chuck is here. Okay.
He is.
Let me see.
Come on in, Chuck.
We are blessed.
Can you go? All right, now let me see if I can figure out how. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? I'm trying to, and actually, it's kind of neat that you're here. I want you to kind of look at this too, and because you just got a computer. Okay, let me see. Okay, share.
He's in the States, so he bought an MSI computer, I think.
Yeah, but I wonder if it has. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, and Chrome tab. And where there it is, and share. Okay, can you guys see that now?
It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be slow because this computer's slow. But it says, in case you, it says ADM Ryzen 7 3750H, 15.6 full HD IPS anti-glare 144HZ. 8 gigabyte of DDR4 2666 MHZ, 512 gigabyte PCLE /NVMe.
Yeah, don't worry about all those.
Can you see it? And then a NVIDIA GeForce
NVIDIA.
GTX.
NVIDIA, yep.
Yeah, 1654 gigabyte GDDR5, and then Windows 10 Home. Now, I don't know if that is, like I said, that I'm almost positive this model number, that FX505 DT-HN458T, I'm almost positive that's the exact same one that Mike's told me to get.
That's quite a reasonable setup. Yeah, yep. Especially for what you're doing, it's great.
I can send you the specs. Yeah, cool. It's crazy, super fast.
Is usually buy the biggest processor, RAM, and hard drive that you can afford.
Yeah, I'm going to have them put probably at least 16 more RAM in it. I'll have the guy at my wife's put in it.
16 gig would be good.
Yeah, it says I can send you the specs later. It's super fast, and it didn't take me long to get the drivers installed to work with my programs. I guess just a new computer thing. Yeah, I know that you really liked it. I know you said it was faster than shit. So that's good to know. Let me get rid of this thing because it's going to slow down my it slows down everything. But see, that's part of the computer, right? That's not StreamYard. That's my computer. Not enough RAM too. Yeah, I probably won't even try because I don't know. I should have got this one in the first place, and by the time I jacked around They didn't have them anymore. And I could have probably went to Bangkok and got one, but I'm almost positive that's the exact same one. It's a year behind, but like you said, I don't want to pay double that,
No.
41,000 for
Not for YouTube work. No, definitely not.
Yeah, no. And like I said, as long as it does my 4K video, I'm fine. And I don't know if Chuck does 4K or not. Chuck, you still here? I actually
He's
had
still
to,
there. He's not going to run away just yet.
oh, he had an additional 16 gig of RAM to make 32 in total. Okay. And RAM's cheap, right? As long as you got the space to add it.
Yeah, relatively cheap.
Yeah.
These days. Yeah.
What usually
so-
happens is they take out your existing 8 gig and replace it with a single 16 gig chip.
And I know there's extra space in there because Mike told me that there
Yeah.
was plenty of room for a lot more if he wanted to put it in. He would know around 60. He uses 64. Tom does 64 gig. Wow. Okay. But yeah, because it's this, and even like this right now, like I said, I'm getting lagging and stuff. I can't even, like I used to run a little banner across the bottom of the screen that said, "Hello from Surin. Hope everybody's having a great day." If I do that, it slows down everything. So I don't run that. Does it get through and get me through and to what I actually need to do? Yeah, kind of. But I'd like to, I don't want to sit for, 8 hours editing a video that should only took me 2.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, RAM is always your best friend, and a decent GPU to take the load off the CPU, the brains.
Right.
And as long as they all talk together quickly, you're pretty right for this sort of stuff.
All right. Yeah, and I don't think, because this one came with 8. I tried to get this one with 12 and 16 they had. I tried to get the 16. They didn't have that one. This is the same where they ran out of the other one. Tried to get the 12. They didn't have that. They had the 8. So I said, just send it to me because it's obviously better than the other one. But, I rigged up my whole house and everything for Cat 6 cable and everything at every TV and everything. So I didn't have to worry about any spinning or any kind of wireless issues. And I can't even plug the damn thing into my laptop. It's ridiculous. But the wife she'll go crazy if I spend 22,000, but I'm probably going to do it. She's probably going to see this video. So
you've probably got a Type C or USB 3 or something like that. You can buy an adapter to go to Cat 5, Cat 6.
I bought one of, let me see if it's here somewhere. See, I got to see, this mic sounds better from this side, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you sound like a DJ now.
Yeah, and I think it's because if you look at it, it's got a flat side on it. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you got a point.
So I need to turn that towards me, right?
Yeah.
So that I'm actually talking into this. Wow,
Yeah.
I do. Or I could just do the whole show like this, and you don't have to look at my face. It'll work too. But
with the cap pulled over the eyes and make it all mysterious and dark.
Let's see. I had to buy 216, cost me about 120. You have to get special RAM for the gaming processor, and because the one that I'm talking about that I put up is the same one that Mike's from Live My Ass Off. I don't know if you know him, Chuck. He's a small YouTuber that all of us, or me and Chris, watched from pretty much the beginning. But anyway, he got this one, and he's kind of into all the computers and stuff, as is Chris and stuff. And he says he loves it. He said it works great for everything. So, and I just couldn't buy it at the time. But 21,900, 22,000 baht, and I'd have to add maybe another $100 worth of RAM to it, and it should satisfy all my needs. And I know the computer you bought, if you don't mind saying. I'd like to know, but if you don't, maybe you can send me a message. But I'm sure it was a lot more than $700. Because the one that Chuck has.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. The other one was 41, so that's like $1,500, and it has the Ryzen 9 in it. What kind of processor does it have if you're still around? My mistake. What did he say? My mistake. I actually got 232 gigs, which would make 64 gigs. Sorry. Okay. But it must be. But I bet you he paid over the 15. But if I had the extra money, I'd probably lay it out for the 9. But like you said, do I really need it? Mike says
Yeah.
his is plenty fast enough. So, and I guess Asus makes a good computer. Is that, am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah,
Asus.
Asus, yeah, depending on where you're from, but they're one of the better brands, yeah.
Okay. And it's black and it looks like a gaming thing.
Mm.
So I don't know. I got to do it. I'm going to try to talk my wife into it, but I've got so much stuff and people that need to get money on this house. It's like ridiculous.
Priorities,
And I don't really need it right this second, but I don't want it to go away again, because they only sell them until they don't have them anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
So did I miss anything while I was rambling about my computer? Maybe some people are interested. Now it dropped down to 13 people.
Yeah, I've got 24 gig in mine.
Do you? Yeah, this one has 8. So, I guess I could, but maybe in the meantime, if he has some RAM that's cheap and he could put it in overnight and get it back to me the next day, I might try it. If anything, it'll help the kids have a little bit faster computer. But it's been an hour and 30 minutes. I know Al just popped in, and I'll let him come in. But I think I'm going to sign off. I think I've rambled. I've rambled enough. Looks like you're having an absolute ball, Chuck. I wish I was there. I've already talked to the wife about maybe the possible next trip. I think James was saying January, February, March. That would be awesome. I've talked to her about maybe wanting to go. If she goes, I'll just throw the bike in the back of the truck and drive to wherever we're gonna meet up, and it'd be awesome. It looks like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. So anyway, that's okay. So anyway, I am going to say goodbye to everybody. Tom, Chuck, if you're still here, Brock is right here. Chris is right here. I don't know who else is in the chat. Andy, Joe, you still here? Thanks again, Joe, for the super chat. I will tell my wife. She's getting excited about this ice cream thing for the kids, and I know Chuck does that all the time. We're gonna do it, I think, with the coconut man. I told her I like that ice cream better, the natural coconut ice cream man that scrapes it off the thing anyway. She's excited about doing that, so I will tell her, Joe, and she'll be excited. Let's see, Gator. Oh, I didn't even see you, Gator. Are you still here, my friends? You're doing well tonight. Dropping.
He popped in.
Okay. All right, guys. Bodo, if you're still here, I don't know. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. We'll do it again. What's today? Thursday? So we'll do it Saturday? Is it Friday?
Friday, yeah.
Friday in Thailand, Thursday in Canada still.
Oh, shit. Okay, so we'll do it Sunday, I guess. Unless I'm doing something over the weekend, then we'll do it Monday. But again, thanks, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.
Thanks.
See everybody.